Hey broker community, I am Katie Sweeney, EVP of Strategy here at AIME, and I am officially back. After a couple of weeks of not being able to join y'all, I am back for the weekly sales meeting. I'm back in Dallas for the holidays, and I am so excited to get to chat with you guys about something that is really, really important, especially this year. Everybody knows 2020 has been absolutely crazy. Nobody was expecting the year that we were brought. I personally am so thankful for the opportunity that we've all been given to be challenged. I think often it's overlooked that with hardship comes the ability to push ourselves. And I think we've seen the broker community specifically become more creative, more tenacious, more ingenuitive than we've ever seen before. We've been able to push ourselves, our channel, our peers, our teams to a completely new level than what we were expecting at the beginning of the year. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity that 2020 has brought for us to be able to truly step up to the plate and prove that brokers are better. It is so important that you take a moment right now, stop what you're doing, and say thank you. Nobody got to where they are right now by themselves. There are people that have helped you along the way, whether it is family, friends, a mentor, a teammate, a peer, a coach, anything that you can think of. There is somebody that has helped you get to the level of success that you're currently enjoying. And it is really, really important that we take a moment. I know everybody is incredibly busy, but stop for a second and say thank you. We all need to be grateful for the opportunity that we've been given. We all need to stop and say thank you to those that have helped us get here. It is so important that we recognize the work that other people are putting in for all of us to be able to enjoy this level of success. It could be your borrowers. It could be your processors, your LOAs. It could be your broker owner, a loan officer that you work side by side who's pushed you this year. It could literally be anybody, an underwriter, an account executive, a lender partner, a vendor partner. There are so many people that have wrapped their arms around this community and have dedicated their time and their energy into making the broker channel successful and to making you successful. And now is the time for us to stop and say thank you, be grateful, show appreciation to those that have helped us get here, because we're not stopping in 2021. And the more that we can show that we are appreciative of the value that others are bringing to us, the more likely we are to continue to grow the community, continue to build the channel, and really take 2020 and push 2021 to the next level. So I encourage all of y'all, stop for a moment, send a text, make a phone call, send a voice memo, send flowers. There's so many things that you could do to say thank you, but stop and say thank you. This week's Brokers Are Better Network Spotlight is my credit guy. Speaking of great partners and somebody that I am personally so thankful for, Sam Parker, Trisha Parker, the entire team over at My Credit Guy. They've been a fantastic partner, not only to AIME, but to all of AIME's members throughout this entire year. They've literally helped thousands. Think about that. Thousands of consumers that were initially turned down for loans get into houses, refinance into better rates, set themselves up for better financial wellness long-term. They're an amazing Brokers Are Better Network partner. They actually have more brokers that have adopted their service than any other partner we have in our network. That's how great My Credit Guy is. We are big, big fans of theirs. I am so thankful to Sam and everything that the entire team over My Credit Guy has brought to the Brokers Are Better community over the last year. We would not be here without his help, his support, all of the insight that we get from the MCG team. We are so grateful to them. And I would highly encourage all of you, a consumer may not be a consumer today, but that does not mean they're not going to be a consumer long-term. We've talked about setting ourselves up for success going into 2021. And the best way to do that, don't turn borrowers away, put them into the position to better themselves, better their opportunity, and get set up for success in the first half of next year. Send them over to My Credit Guy. They will do all of the hard work for you, all the heavy lifting, and keep you informed in the process that's happening all along the way. If you don't have their information, you can always find them on aimgroup.com/brokers are better network. We'll also drop the link to all of the MCG. I think it's actually mcglovesbrokers.com. I'm pretty sure is the URL. You'll find all the information you need. They're actually giving consumers that come through the AIME community a discount on their services. So while you're not paying anything to MCG, because you're an AIME member, they're actually discounting their service for the consumers that you're passing along to them to help get set up for success next year. So check out My Credit Guy, check out Sam Parker and the entire team over at My Credit Guy. They are fantastic. You will not be disappointed. On the podcast this week, speaking of more people that we need to be saying thank you to, Mark Summers joins JP Hussey. It is episode 50, which is wild that we're actually here. They actually flipped the script this week and Mark interviewed JP. So we're saying thank you to JP. He's been an amazing host of the Broker to Broker podcast this year. Mark is jumping on there. They're talking about all things season 1 coming to an end, hearing about branding, community outreach, all of the things that make JP great. If you follow my Facebook page, if you follow any of AIME's Facebook pages, I'm sure that you've seen JP and his entire team over there at the Hussey team continually give back to their communities. That's so important this time of year. Everyone jumping in, helping out for the holidays, especially with all of the chaos that's continuing through 2020. December is sure to not disappoint on that front either. But JP is absolutely fantastic about getting involved with the community, giving back, giving without the expectation of receipt, something that we can all definitely strive to be like. So episode 50, Mark, JP, the dream team, definitely hop on, download that. You can also access, obviously, the other 49 episodes from season 1 that we've rolled out through this year so far. It is our last podcast of the year, our last new podcast of the year. So definitely hop on, take a listen. It is a very, very good one. Very entertaining. I know I was highly engaged the entire time. We do also have a partner spotlight to cover this week. So class valuation. Everybody knows the AMC world, well, let's just be honest, the entire industry is still flipped up on its head right now. AMCs are definitely not void of those challenges. We've gotten a lot of people talking about appraisal concerns or being able to get them turned back in time. Class has actually built a fast track Pro specifically for brokers that's going to help you escalate any challenges you're having, any issues that are occurring during the loan transaction to their broker advocacy team to help you resolve them even faster. Saves you time from sitting on the phone, waiting to get in touch with a person who can help you resolve your issue. You can actually submit all of the information through their website. Of course, they are also an AIME partner, so you can always submit an escalation to us, brokersarebetter.com/escalations, and we will jump in and help you take care of anything that we can to try and make sure your consumers are continuing to be served even throughout the holiday season. We've touched on it before, but holidays bring a lot of chaos. People are taking time off. It's cold. People are sick. Layer on top of that, COVID, this little bug that's been running around for the entire year, kind of throwing all of our worlds into the unknown. All of those things together are going to bring a lot of instability throughout December, specifically on things like appraisals. Use that Fast Track Pro to your advantage. Use our escalations process. Let us know when things are going haywire so that we can jump in and help and make sure that you still look good, not only to your borrowers, but also to your referral partners. And we can get people closed and in houses on time, refinances completed before the year's over. That doesn't just go for class valuation. That goes for all of our partners, all of our lender and vendor partners. Please take advantage of that escalations process throughout the holidays so that we can get things fixed while we still have time. It's a big thing. Now we are going to toss it over to Rene. Rene, what do you got for us today?
Thanks so much, everyone. So we are entering Thanksgiving week. Of course, we're supposed to be giving thanks. We're supposed to be really taking a look at what we're grateful for. And, let's set aside the fact that I think we should be doing that all year long. But this is truly a time that we get a chance to truly focus and take a look at why it is that we're happy, what it is that the people that provide a positive influence in our lives. And this week, we want to take a look at Who are the people that we need to thank that got us here today? And I know for a fact, I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for so many of the mentors, so many of my clients and friends, people that believed in me when I didn't believe in myself to get me into this position. Don Clausen, the first person to put me on that stage and to challenge me to learn how to tell signature stories, to teach me about what a tie-down was, and to literally put me under so much pressure, but yet force me to stay on message. My mother, who taught me everything that is that I know about how the brain works and how to apply this in this kind of environment under stress. She's the person that got me into this work, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. And as far as where I'm here today, there are two people that put me here in front of you all. In fact, three people. The first person is Andre Munar. Andre Munar saw and met me, introduced me to Evan Wade, the second person, and those two people had a conversation with the one and only Anthony Casa, and that's where he and I became friends and decided to put me here. So those three individuals, I want to personally thank you for introducing me to this amazing, amazing community and giving me a chance to be here with all of you. So I want you guys to all think for a minute. Who has it been in your life that has gotten you to where you are now? Who are the people that believed in you before maybe you even believed in yourself? Who are those people that cared enough about you to challenge you and call you out on your stuff that maybe other people said, no, it's okay? Who are the people right now in your life that believe in you now? Now, the opposite of that as well. I want you to think about the people in your life that don't believe in you. The people in your life that maybe aren't contributing to who it is that you want to be in this world. And those are the tough choices that we got to start making, is how do we spend more time with the people who believe in us, the people that are pushing us to be better, and less time with those that are detracting from our life. And so this is a good time to slow down and take inventory of your life. And when we start thinking about gratitude, when we start thinking about saying thanks, I want to give you another challenge, is to go a next step and to take actionable steps, whether it be to write a letter, whether it be to do something nice, a random act, whether it be to give them a shout out on social media, or maybe even go buy their product if it's somebody that's helped you. But those are the people that we need to spend extra time with to really make sure that we thank them for being in our lives and helping us get to where we are today. The next thing I want you to think about, who are you in the lives of the people around you? Are you on the list of somebody that says, wow, they really believed in me? Or are you somebody that's just around, taking up space, maybe giving a shout here and there, low blow, making fun of somebody? But are you the person that they're going to say, wow, so-and-so really believed in me? And if you can't answer that question, then I'm going to challenge you over this holiday season to start saying, what do you need to do? What do I need to do to start being that person in all of the people around me? How do I start being that person with my children, with my spouse or significant other, with my brothers and sisters, with my parents? How do you start being that person that believes in people, gives them the opportunities to do things that maybe they couldn't do for themselves? This mortgage industry has blessed you in this last year. Yes, a pandemic, but it has blessed all of you in this industry. And by default has blessed me because you guys have believed in me. So I want to thank you. But how do we take those blessings and give them back? What if, just what if, you looked around your community, you looked around your immediate family, the people that you know, and you found a way to pass on those blessings and thank some of those people by passing them on in their name? Maybe it's a scholarship. Maybe it's an opportunity to attend a game when things open back up again. You decide. But think about the things that meant the most to you and ask yourself, how can I be that to other people? And so as much as business is slowing down during the holiday season, I still want you to think about what can you do to thank your top referral partners, the people that believed in your business enough to give you a lead. If you don't have that list, then maybe this time you need to figure out how to start tracking your referrals. Because if you are tracking it, guess what? Pull out that list and start making the phone calls. Maybe take it even a step further and take them out for coffee. Do something to show your gratitude. Legally, of course, but do something to show that you really do pay attention. And I'll tell you this, a little secret. When you call a referral partner and you say, you know what, John or Jane, I want to thank you. To date, you have given us 23 leads. Man, to think that you believed in us enough to send us that much opportunity our way. We were able to close 18 of those leads. And I got to tell you, my family thanks you, our company thanks you, and we want to make sure that we're adding that same value back to you. What is it that is most valuable to you from our perspective, and how can we continue to do that in this coming year? One, if you know those kinds of numbers, they are going to be impressed. Not only impressed, they're going to start feeling comfortable because they're in the hands of a professional, somebody that understands that they are giving and taking a risk by handing that over, but they're going to be impressed with it. You're that organized. And if you're that organized with their leads, you know that you're going to be that organized with their clients. So if you don't have that list, make that list. If you have a great way of tracking leads, put it in the comments. Share with those that are new and maybe don't have those. And if you don't have that, again, ask the community for help in this arena. But let's make sure that we thank those that got us to where we're at, specifically all of the people that believed in us, and then maybe start getting rid of and spending less time with those that are having that negative impact. But again, look at your business, look at your personal life, and let's give thanks to what got us here. And as every week, I always ask, how productive were you this week? What number are you going to put in your productivity box? Are you going to be proud of that number? Or are you going to have to do a little bit more work? Because the reality is, all of this stuff is cumulative. I look forward to seeing you back here every single week for the sales meeting. Back to you, Philly.
Thanks, Rene. As always, great stuff. We've loved having you on the weekly sales meeting this year. Cannot wait to see what else you've got for us next week. While we're on the topic, engage in the community. This is not just this time of year, really year round, but especially right now, it is the perfect time to jump in, continue to grow the community, continue to engage. We've got a lot of new brokers that have joined the channel in the last 12 months. It is the perfect time to hop in, help educate, help give advice. If you see questions within the Brokers Are Better community or within WMN, please respond. Let them know from your experience what you like, what you don't like, what's worked, what's not worked. The community is powerful because we have the opportunity to not only engage with each other, but learn from each other, to educate one another on best practices, to educate each other on what it means to be an AIME partner, on what it means to be a broker within the Brokers Are Better community, what that stamp means when we communicate our value to the rest of the industry and to consumers. This is the perfect time of year. Give back to the community that hopefully has given you quite a bit over not only the last year, but the last couple of years since AIME got started. So jump in, give some feedback, give some advice. There's a lot of people that have been around for a long time. There are even more people who are brand new and have joined our community in the last year. So please hop in, let everyone know what your experiences have been, whether it's with our lender partners, with our Brokers Are Better network partners, with the industry in general, and all of the things that you've learned within your time in the mortgage space. This is the perfect time to hop in and help others understand where you're coming from, why you have your point of view, and to give some perspective on all of the things that you've been able to learn and gain over your career. We also have a Spark Facebook Live coming up soon. So Spark is launching on December 1st. We're finally starting to take applications. We're very excited to get this rolling. We've got our minorities in mortgage, our military in mortgage, and our women in mortgage verticals that will all be launching. Applications will start rolling in on December 1st. That's a very important date to remember. If you haven't signed up for email updates yet, please go to aimegroup.com/spark. You can sign up for email updates. Not only are we letting you know and sending reminders out when applications are opening, we're also sending advice, tips and tricks on how to put business plans together, what to expect, updates on the application process. That is the best way to stay informed on all things Spark. Of course, you can always send us questions directly on AIME's page or in the Brokers Are Better community, in WMN, really any of our social communities. We're there all the time. We live on social media. We'll be able to answer them for you as soon as you send them in. You can also email spark@aimegroup.com, but I'm telling you the best way to get information is to go to aimegroup.com/spark and subscribe to our email updates. That's going to get you everything you need to know. All of the information around all of our verticals, all of the programs that we're launching is on AIME's website. Again, aimegroup.com/spark. We're very excited to get that rolling. next week, which I can't believe we just made this announcement a few months ago at Fuse, and it is finally here. We are finally ready to start taking applications and to really start igniting change within the mortgage industry. The team over here could not be more pumped that this is the project that we're working on to close out 2020 and to really push the broker channel to even more growth in 2021. So check that out. We also have information going on AIME's Facebook page around all of the application processes. So we're going to drop the information for that Facebook Live here as well. I want to make sure I don't get it wrong, so I'm going to wait for Corey and the team to drop it in the comments below. But that Facebook Live is coming up very soon. We'll answer any questions that you have live as well, along with, again, subscribe to the email updates. That is going to get you all of the insight that you need. I do want to take just a quick second here and stop and say thank you. If you've made it this far in the sales meeting, it's very important. I really want all of you to know and understand how grateful the AIME team is, myself included, along with Mark, for all of the growth of the community, the engagement of the community. We've seen our group go from just over 4,000 people to 9,000 in 11 months. That's insane. We've doubled in size again. We've doubled in size every year that AIME has been around. We did it again this year, which was a feat, and I am so proud to be a part of this community to help lead and encourage and create value in whatever way the AIME team can. Our entire team is so thankful for you, and I also want to give a big thank you to the AIME team themselves. These guys bust their butts day in and day out to support this community. They work so hard. They are so creative. They are so spirited. The grit and the spunk and the fire that this entire team embodies on a daily basis. I am so lucky to get to work with them. I am so thankful for the team's support throughout the year and really for them pushing me to be a better leader, to be a better member of this community, and really to not just challenge them to grow. They've challenged me to grow quite a bit over the last few months. So huge thank you to everyone on the AIME team. I am so grateful for all of the hard work that you've put in this year. The entire AIME community, the entire Brokers Better community is so thankful for you guys, the employees at AIME, all of our team members. You do not know the impact that you have on this community. So from the entire Brokers Better community, to you, AIME team, big thank you for all of your hard work this year. And a big thank you to everyone else for sticking by us, for being committed to the growth of the channel and the betterment of the broker community so that we can really embody the fact that brokers are better. We'll see you after the holidays. Everyone have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Cannot wait to get rocking and rolling in December. We've got some great things planned to round out 2020. Stop, have some turkey, or if you're like my family, have some brisket. Really enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. Then it's time to get back to it. We will see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.